Hello everyone. Welcome back to your lecture number 13 of Computer Applications with Blue Jay class 10th. This is again Zeba Anjum with your unit number 7 Conditional Statements in Java, and this is the part 2 where we are going to deal with our exercise portion. So let us start with the same. So see, we are having the unit conditional statements in Java, and we are going to discuss firstly a doubt. One student was having a doubt in the previous chapter. Firstly, we are going to discuss that thing. Then afterwards, I'm going to give you the solution of your home assignment from the previous video. Okay, and then at the last, we are going to discuss your exercise question of the same chapter. So now let us start with this one. See, basically in your unit number 6 where we were learning our trigonometric function, basically we are having these three trigonometric function. Okay, math.sin, math.cos, math.tan. The functionality is really same as you have studied in your ninth class maths. Okay, over there you have studied that trigonometry, na? The same thing is here also. Now please focus on the syntax firstly. Return data type variable similar from those previous ones. Yes. Now function name. Now over here the value is in radian. See, when you are going to find out any angle over there, then you are having two, you can say, measurement things. Yes, one was radian and the other was degree. Okay, so this degree is most popular thing, but over here when we are using this trigonometric function in Java, then we have to convert this degree into radian at the very first thing. Okay, and then we have to apply this radian over here. Now firstly see, return data type of all these three are double. Okay, this is how we are going to use these thing, and it is going to receive only one argument at a total. Okay, so now quickly see the example. See over here. Now quickly see over here that in these two lines basically it is converting your degree into radian. Now if you are not getting this thing, then try to understand in a different manner. Now let us assume that you are having 180 degree and it will give you what? Pi radian. Okay, now 1 degree will give you what? This pi upon 180, this one. And these, let us assume you are having a degrees. Okay, if a degrees will give you pi into a upon 180. These are the basic mathematical calculation that you might have done in that mathematics. Yes, आपने मैथ्स में क्वेश्चंस किए होंगे कि if you are having 5 pencils then it costs to rupees 10, then if one pencil costs to rupees 10 upon 5 and two pencil will cost to what? 10 upon 5 into 2. So basically relate this whole thing with this example. You are having 180 degree, yes, and pi radian, then 1 degree pi upon 180, and then a degree, then pi upon 180 into a. Now compare this thing with this. Now over here we are having what? Pi into, let us assume, a upon 180. Now over here substitute the value of pi, that is 22 upon 7 into a divided by 180. Okay, now see, this is basically your formula. Yes, now see, at the bottom you are having an example. Int a equals to 30. Over here our 30 is in degree. Yes, now we have to convert it into radian using this formula. So what we are going to do, 22 upon 7 into a and divided by 180. Okay, this is basically what we are going to do over here. See, this says the same thing. This is your mathematical formula and this is your Java expression. Now you have calculated the angle in radian. Now you are going to give this radian value in your function, mathematical function, that is math.sin x, and it will give you the value what? In radian, and your value will be 0.30. And the same way you are going to calculate this math.cos as well as your math.tan. So firstly what you need to do, you need to convert your degree into radian, and that is the most important thing over there. Okay, so you have to convert degree into radian at the very first thing, and then you are going to apply it as an argument over there. Now I think आपको अब कोई doubt नहीं रहा होगा इसमें. Yes, so now moving forward we are having one more example for the same, basically some sample question we are having. Now see, now over here also we have done the same thing. See, firstly the question, write a program to input three angles 30, 45, 60 in degrees. Calculate and display the value of sine 30, cos 60 and tan 45. This is what we have to calculate over there, and we are having this 30, 45, 60 in degree. So firstly we have to convert it into radian. Okay, now see over here, we have made a class, we have opened our main function. Now double these three things. Yes, now double xyz to store the value in radian. Okay, now in these three lines we are converting our values into radian. From degree to radian we are going to convert our value. Okay, the formula is near about the same as we have done, as we have seen in our previous slide. Okay, now when you have calculated the value of xyz in appropriate radian, then you are going to find out what you can find out: method dot sin x, method dot cos y, as well as method dot tan z. Okay, and appropriately you are going to print it on the screen. You are not going to store it in any kind of variable, and if you want you can store it in a variable, it depends on you, but over here they are going to give you directly the output. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear. Now see the assignment solutions. First question we were having, you have to find out the output of the following. Now see the first one, minus 4.7 you are having, and you have to find out what the floor value of this thing. Now see, if you round off this thing or if you truncate this whole thing, then you will be getting minus 4.0, but this minus 4.0 is bigger than your minus 4.7, and your floor value gives what the lower value, so it is going to give you minus 5.0. Hence minus 5.0 is the answer for the same. Okay, now see the second one, math.seal 3.4. For 3.4 your seal will give you what, the upper higher value. Okay, so it is going to give you 4.0 as an output, and we were having method.pow 2 to the power 3. Yes, and it is going to give you what, 8.0. So 4.0 plus 8.0, you will be getting 12.0, and see over here B, our answer is 12.0. See the third one, math.floor, this overall thing. Okay, again the floor value is going to give you the lowest value, so you will be getting minus 127.0. Okay, for the D part you have to find out the maximum. Clearly it is visible that 45.6 is the maximum value. See the E part, amongst your minus 0.0 or your 0.0, although this minus and plus doesn't make any sense, but your computer will return this thing. Okay, now see the F part, method.pow 4 comma 3. The first argument is what, your base value, and the second argument is what, your power. So 4 to the power 3 you will be getting 64, and as this function gives you a double value you will be getting 64.0 for the same. Okay, again for the G part, method square root 625. Clearly it is the square root of 25, and as this function gives you a double value, so you are going to get 25.0 as an answer. The same thing goes with your H part, method.cbrt 125. You will be getting 5.0 as an answer. Now see the I part. You are having 11 as well as 11, both the quantities are same, and you have to find out the maximum value amongst those, so it is going to give you 11 only. Okay, there is no error in this thing. Now see the J part, math.seal minus 12.56. This math.seal gives you the upper higher value, so you will be getting minus 12.0, because minus 12 is greater than your minus 12.56. Now again for the floor value, see the K part, 15.36 we are having. Floor value gives you the lower value, so it will be returning you 15. Now see the L part, you have to round off this value 146.5. Firstly remember that your method of round is going to give you either an integer value or a long value. Okay, so after decimal we are going to see this is 0.5, hence we are going to increase our number by 1, so your output will be 147. For the M part, you have to find out the maximum amongst minus 17 as well as minus 19. Clearly, minus 17 is the maximum one. And the return data type depends on what? Depends on the nature of your arguments that you are using. Now see the N part. This math.seal 7.8. Again, it is going to give you the higher value, hence 8.0 you will be getting. For the O part, again, you will be getting the highest value, so 5.0 is an output. For the last one, math.apps minus 4, what it is going to do, it is just going to remove your negative sign. Okay, so you will be getting 4 as an answer. So please check your answers with mine. Now see, let us start our exercise question for the same. The first part you can see is state whether the following statements are true or false. The page number is 89. Okay, please open your book and take out any pen or pencil. Pencil would be better. See the first part. If statement is also called a conditional statement. Yes, we are going to give a condition over there. So the first answer is what? Your true. For the second part, a conditional statement is essentially formed by using a relational operator. What were our relational operator? It was greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, double equal to, or not equal to. These are exactly what we are using in our if statement. Okay, so again this statement is your true statement. Now see the third part. An if-else construct accomplishes fall through. Remember in the previous lecture when we were learning this fall through, this is because of break condition, and break we were using in what? We were using in switch. So this statement is basically your false one. See the fourth one. In a switch case, when a switch value does not match with any other case, then the execution transfers to the default case. This statement is clearly true. The last one, the break statement may not be used in a switch statement. Yes, see the break statement, if you are not going to use a break statement, then this condition will occur, this fall through will occur. So you have to include this break statement in a switch statement. So this answer is basically your false. Now please check your answer. First one is true, second one again true, third false, fourth true, and the fifth one is again your false one. Now see, moving forward, we have to take our correct answer. For the first one, if m and p are the three integers, then which of the following holds true for this condition? For this condition we have to check. See the a part, m and n are equal. From this condition we can say that yes. Now let us see other parts also. Firstly, see the b part, n and p are equal. Clearly it is false, not equal to it has been given. For the C part, M and P are equal. No such relation are being given, and the D part is none. But our A part matches our situation. So the answer is your A part. Now see the second question. A compound statement can be stated as. When I told you about if construct, then I have told you about this compound statement. See in this bracket after the if statement, if you are having multiple statements, then basically these statements are termed as your compound statement. So see the first example, first option, p equals to int, next int, and all these things. This is not going to be true. Yes, again the second one is not going to be true. Yes, see the third one, if a greater than b, then you are having two things, a plus plus as well as b minus minus. You are having two lines of a statement. So yes, this condition is true. For the second question you are having c as an answer. Okay, now see the third question. If P is greater than Q and Q is greater than R, then what will happen? It means P is greater than Q and again this Q is greater than R. Then firstly try to solve this question by yourself. It means it says that P is the greatest one and R is the smallest one. Now let us check our options. First one, Q is the smallest number. Condition is false. No. Second one, Q is the greatest number. No. See the third one, P is the greatest number. Yes. So our answer is what? Our answer is C over here. Now see the fourth part. You are having an if else statement and you have to write down an appropriate ternary operator for the same. Ternary expression basically. Okay. So A less than B is a condition. Over here we are having A less than B. Now let us check the statements further. For the true we should have A and for the false we should have B, but over here is the reverse, so this cannot be the answer. Now again, if we reverse the case, if we reverse this B greater than A, then for the true statement you must be having B and for the false statement you must be having A. Okay, but over here also it is reversed, so this should also not be the condition. See this B part, a not equal to b, our condition does not match over here, so this is also not the answer. Hence you will be having D as an answer. See the last one, fifth one, you are having if a less than b and a less than c, it means a is less than b and a is less than c. Sorry, c you have to write down over there. Then what does it denotes? It denotes either a is the smallest number or your c. It doesn't say anything about c, okay, because we are not having any relation between b and c. So over here, see the a part, a is the greatest number, condition doesn't match. B, a is the smallest number, yes, that we can say, okay. So for the fifth question you are having B as an answer. Please mark your answers. Now moving forward, see the third portion, you have to write down the Java expression for the following mathematical expression. These are very simple, I hope you all have done the same. Okay, now let us check your answer, please. See the first one, you are having cube root. So firstly we are going to write down math dot cbrt, and in bracket we have to write down every expression this. So a multiplied by b plus c multiplied by d, and afterwards your semicolon. Now see the second one, this one, you are having p cube plus q to the power 4 minus 1 upon 2r. You can write this expression by using math.power function, or you can use it directly also. If you are going to use it directly, then you have to write down something like this: p into p into p plus q into q into q into q 4 times minus 1 divided by 2.0. Whenever you are writing this dividing sign, then better to write down it in point 0, then multiply this thing with your r. So this will be the answer. And if you are going to write down this mathematical expression using your this math.pow function, then you have to write down math.pow, firstly p comma 3, then plus math.pow this q comma 4, and then minus 1 divided by 2.0 into r. Okay, so either you write down like this or you write down like this, both the situations are same. Okay, now see the third part, this one, we are having minus b plus and this whole thing. So firstly we are going to convert this, or you can say enclose our numerator into our bracket. So firstly start the bracket, then minus b plus, we are having square root function, so clearly we will be writing out math dot sqrt, and in bracket everything. So b into b minus 4 into a into c, and this whole thing will be divided by 2 into a. Okay, and then afterwards you will be writing out semicolon for the same. It depends on you whether you want to write this 2 or 2.0, both the things are acceptable. Okay, because anyhow this method or the square root function is going to give you what, your double value. So either you use over here 2.0 or 2, both the things are same, both will be acceptable. Okay, so see the fourth one, 0.05. Clearly firstly let us enclose this thing in a bracket. 0.05 minus 2 into y into y into y, numerator done, then divide by bracket x minus y. You can write down method.pow function for these three y's also. Okay, now see the fifth one, this is we are having our square root function, and over here we are having our cube root function. So both the things we are going to apply over here. Firstly write down math dot sqrt, and in bracket write down m into n. Okay, and then plus, again write down math dot cbrt, and in bracket m plus n. So this will be for your answer for fifth question. Now see the sixth one, we are having what, 3 divided by 4.0. Okay, then multiplied by a plus b, then again minus 2 divided by 5.0, and multiplied by a multiplied by b, semicolon. Okay, you can also write down this expression into this form. See, the sixth one you can write down 3 into in bracket a plus b and then divided by 4.0 and then minus 2 into a into b then divide by 5.0. Better to enclose this overall numerator as well as this numerator into your brackets. Okay, so either you write down the previous thing or you write down this one, the answer are same. Now see the seventh one, this one 3 divided by 8.0 multiplied by, this is we are having our square root function, so you can write down math dot sqrt and in bracket write down b into b plus c into c into c and semicolon. You can write down math dot power function for these two things also. See the 8 part, this is for the cube root, this is also for the cube root. Okay, so write down math dot cbrt in bracket a then plus b into b then minus math dot cbrt and in bracket c. Again, as I have been telling you in the previous one, you can write down math dot pow for these two things. For the ninth one, yes, over here, firstly we are having math dot square root function on the numerator, so write down math dot square root and in bracket write down a plus b into b plus c into c into c and divided by 3. Either write down 3 or write down 3.0. Both the things are same because your method of square root will give you the double value. Okay. Now for the last one, for the 10th one, write down math dot sqrt in bracket 3 into x plus x into x. Done with the numerator, then write down divide in bracket a plus b. Afterwards this semicolon. Okay, so we are done with our third part. We have written all the Java expression for the same. Now moving forward to your fourth part. Now see over here students, we have to predict our output. So see the first one. Firstly, the values you are having is m equals to 3, n equals to 5, p equals to 4. Okay, so firstly we have to check our if condition for the same. M equals to n. It means 3 equals to what? Your 5. Okay, and this n, that is your 5, not equal to your p, that is your 4. So firstly check this left one condition, this is false, so we are not going to see this condition because this AND operator requires both the condition to be true. So anyhow for this first condition is false, so your result is going to be false, so this will not be executed in any case over here. Okay, now see the second if statement over there. For the second if we are having m not equal to n, it means 3 not equal to n, you are having 5 over there. Okay, or this n equals to p, this 5 equals to 4. So see the first one, you are having 3 not equal to 5, it means the first condition is true, so your or will give you true anyhow. Okay, because or logical or says any of the one condition should be true for your answer to be true, so your answer will be true. So these two conditions will be going to be evaluated and you will be getting as an output like m plus n, the value 3 plus 5 that is 8, and then m minus n, you are having 3 minus 5 that is minus 2. So this is the output you are going to get for this first one. Okay, now see the second question. In second question we are having actually about two portions. So firstly see when p equals to 1, so switch p, this says what? Case 1. So case 1 will be evaluated at the very first. We are having the value of a equals to 1, b equals to 2 and c equals to 3 at the very initial level. Okay, now for the case 1, when this a plus plus will get executed, then it is not going to give you any value, but it is going to increase the value by 1. Okay, we are not having break over here, so the condition is what? The condition is of your fall through condition. So see, again the case 2 will get executed, and here we are having plus plus b. So firstly the value will be increased, so again this 2 will become what, 3. Then we have encountered our break, so we are going to get out of this switch condition. Then again system.out.println, we are having a, the value of a is 2, so 2 is going to be printed on the screen, then comma, then afterwards b, the value of b is 3, and then again comma, then c, the value of c is what, 3. So this is the output for your first part when p equals to 1. Now let us see the case when p equals to 3. So when p equals to 3, then you will be having what, this switch in bracket 3. So again directly it will be going to your third case over here. Okay, again we are having the value of a is 1, b was 2, c was 3. So after executing this c minus minus, this c will become 2. It is going to be decremented by 1. Okay, now again we are not having any other cases after that now, so it will be coming out of the loop. So again we are having system.out.println, the value of a was 1, then comma, the value of b was 2, then again comma, the value of c was again 2. So this is the output for your second part when p equals to 3. Okay, now let us move forward. See now the fifth part. You have to convert the following construct as directed. The first one, you have to convert the switch case into if else if condition. Okay, now firstly see, we are having a switch case over here. In the bracket we are having n. So we are going to compare the value of n by what? By these cases 1, 2, 3. Only 3 cases we are having, yes, and for this default value we are going to put this default value in your else portion. Okay, so now let us try to write down the code, appropriate code. Let us try to write down. Firstly we are going to write down if, then in bracket this case 1, so we are going to match over the value of n equals to 1. Okay, now in this case 1 we are having two statements, so these are the compound statements, should be enclosed in your brackets. So firstly s equals to a plus b, then again system.out.println this sum plus s. Okay, this is the very first if condition that you are going to get. Now I'm going to continue with the same question and I'm going to erase this thing. You please continue in your copy in the next line. Okay, so after that you will be writing out else if. Okay, because we have to convert it into our if else if portion. So after if you are going to write down else if, and we are going to check our next condition. Okay, so else if n equals to 2, again we are having compound statements, so both the statements are to be written over here, d equals to a minus b, as well as system.out.println. You will be writing out over here difference equals to plus d. Okay, this thing you are going to write it out, and then continue your answer with the same when we are going to check our else if n equals to 3 for this case number 3. Okay, again two statements we are having, p equals to a into b, and then system.out.println, you will be writing out this product plus p. Okay, and then enclose it with your bracket. And then the last one, for the default value you are going to write down this only else condition. Okay, so for the last else portion you will be writing out this thing else system.out.println, and in brackets you will be writing out this wrong choice. Okay, and enclose it with your bracket. See, you can skip these brackets over there because we are having only one line of a statement in this else portion. Okay, so see, it depends ki how many cases we are having in our switch statements, and accordingly we are going to increase our else if portion. And for the default case, what we are going to do, we are going to write down this else portion. Okay, so this is how the first question will be answered. Now see the second one. Second one is just the reverse of your first one. You are having an if else if condition and you have to convert it into what, a switch case. Okay, so again see over here, this variable is going to be compared. So in switch we will be taking variable as an argument. Yes, now this 1 2 3 over here we are having, so three cases we are going to make, and then in else portion this will go in your default case. So now let us try to write down our code. Firstly write down this switch, and in bracket you have to write down var. Okay, now open this bracket. Firstly case 1, then colon. Okay, afterwards write down this system.out.println and in bracket write down distinction as it is written over there. Then again break. Okay, we are done with our case number 1. Then case number 2 we are going to write down. Okay, I'm erasing this portion. Continue with your answer. For case 2 we are going to write down the system.out.println and this first division, write down it from here. Okay, then again break. Then again for your case 3 we are going to write down this colon, then system.out.println and over here second division like this. Okay, again break. We are done with our third part. Okay, all the three cases we have made. Now continue your answer with the default case. Default and then system.out.println and in bracket write down this invalid. Okay, and then afterwards no need to write down this break statement. Okay, but for all other cases you have to write down the break statement for the same. Now let us move forward. See over here we are having our answer the following questions. So basically for the sixth portion, that is answer the following questions, we are going to deal with that portion at the very last, but in before that we are going to deal with your unsolved program, that is your portion number 7th. Okay, so in the next video we are going to deal with the 7th portion and these answer the following question. I will give you the answer at the very last of this thing. Okay, so this is all for the video. Now again I'm telling you, in the next video I'm going to give you the remaining exercise question, but please try to do these questions on your own. At least the first question you try to do it on your own. Okay, then afterwards check these things with mine. Now in case you are having any doubt, then please let me know in the comment section below so that I can clear your doubt in the next video. So thank you so much.